Well, just fix it. It may be easier said than done, but that's the message a Harrison woman has for a national health insurance company and locally based TriHealth. The two are facing a Wednesday night deadline to hammer out a new contract. If that doesn't happen, thousands of families will face some pretty tough choices. WLWT News 5's Todd Dykes is live with more on these negotiations. Todd?
Yeah, Chris, there are a lot of local people with a lot on the line this week. They include workers who have medical coverage, health coverage through United Healthcare, and also retirees like Barb Meister, who relies on Good Samaritan Hospital here behind me and on nearly a dozen TriHealth doctors to stay healthy. A contract dispute with a rapidly approaching deadline has people pointing fingers at both United Healthcare and TriHealth.
I don't care who it is, just fix it so that I can, if I have an emergency, which I have in the past, I know I'm covered. I'm going to go there and not have, a $10,000 bill when I get out of the hospital.
When Barb Meister retired from her job at Macy's, she searched for a Medicare plan that would keep her connected to her doctors who work for TriHealth, one of Cincinnati's biggest health systems.
I've had cancer and I've had heart problems. And so, I have a lot of doctors, probably 10. And I want to keep all them. The best plan that I could find was the United Healthcare through AARP. So I signed up for that because all my doctors were on there.
But those moves could be upended by the end of Wednesday night. That's when TriHealth's current contract with United Healthcare is set to expire. If the two sides, who've been battling over payment rates for services, don't reach a deal, TriHealth hospitals, clinics, and doctors would be out of United Healthcare's network. Should that happen, Meister is among those who could see a sudden spike in the cost of care, a scenario that's put a damper on the holiday season.
It does, because you're thinking about the holidays and you're hyped about that and you're decorating and you're having fun with your friends, but that's always in the back of your mind. Hey, at the end of this year, I'm not going to be insured, and that's scary.
Now, if there's no deal in place by 12:01 a.m. Thursday, that's the end of Wednesday night and a Thursday morning, TriHealth and United Healthcare say that there are certain patients who may qualify for what's called a continuity of care. That would allow for in-network coverage and network benefits for certain patients after a doctor or a hospital leaves the United Healthcare network. So that is an option, but in this case, patients need to reach out to United Healthcare to see if they qualify for that option. There's been no pre-approval at this point. For now, reporting live tonight outside Good Samaritan Hospital, Todd Dykes, WLWT News 5.
And Todd, I know you mentioned the dispute revolves around payments for services, so what else are both sides saying about these negotiations?
Yeah, Chris, representatives for TriHealth say that they want what they're calling fair reimbursement from United Healthcare and also less administrative red tape. United Healthcare says that agreeing to TriHealth's rate increases would make TriHealth the highest cost health system in UHS's network here in Greater Cincinnati. They say that would add a lot of cost to employers and also consumers. So we'll see where everything shakes out. Chris.
It sounds like there could be a lot of uncertainty heading into the new year. Todd, thank you so much.